After being so excited to get to Fiji's Lao group, completing all the local formalities, and then having to wait out a lot of rain before making our way up to the stunning Bay of Islands, it didn't take long for us to jump in and start exploring.
Going swimming, I see.
I'm going snorkeling, yes.
Nice. Where's the coral reef?
So when I was kayaking around the other day, I noticed that there is like a section of large coral heads. So I have to go out between these two islands and take a left.
So back behind the one that's behind us.
Behind the one that's behind us, yeah. So I'm interested to see what's there.
While Amy wanted to explore in the water, I wanted to get a bit of a higher view. One thing we quickly discovered that when it isn't raining in Vanua Balavu, it gets hot. Even though we have air conditioning on the boat, we prefer to save the diesel required to run the generator, so instead, I broke out our awning and set it up. It's amazing what a difference the shade makes, both in temperature inside the boat and in creating a wind tunnel effect up on the bow. Unfortunately, we did discover that after sitting in the bow locker for a while, the awning had a bit of mildew on it, so we had to designate a bit of chore time.
Do me a favor, stand on that piece.
What are you working on?
Our awning is a little moldy. Kind of hard to store it dry. So if we pack it up first thing in the morning, it's got dew on it. So it's molded in the locker, and we really don't use it as often as we should. So I'm cleaning it.
Cleaning day.
Cleaning in paradise, not too bad.
Could be worse.
What you doing, sweetie?
Well, we are attempting to get our next YouTube video up, but the internet service here is not the best. So we're attempting to send our router up the mast a little ways, try to get a little better signal. Fingers crossed this works.
Once chore time was over, And with so many interesting nooks and crannies around us, it was back to explore time.
Is it kayaking time again?
It's kayaking time again. Have her tied all the way up. She may not swing around here. Come on, girl. Come on, you can do it. She's thinking about it. Thank you. I got it. Danke. Thanks, sweetie.
You're welcome. Have fun.
I shall.
We are headed down to a beach a little bit further down the channel. We're having a little bit of a cruiser's bonfire this afternoon, not tonight because you gotta manage the tides. But gonna go have some fun.
There were so many other little hidey holes in the Bay of Islands that everyone could have a bay to themselves. And while it is nice to feel like you're in your own little private corner of the world, it's also nice to have some social time as well. It's fun to chat and commiserate over boats, hear about other people's stories and travels, and how we somehow all managed to find ourselves together in this out-of-the-way spot. And of course, the presence of some food is an added bonus.
What are you making in here?
I am making tortillas for the first time.
Oh my goodness.
Because we're gonna have...
Wait. What is that?
That is my rolling pin.
Oh my god.
Perhaps sparkling wine wasn't the best choice, but it works.
And so why are you making tortillas?
Well, we have some chorizo that we got in Tonga, so I thought I would make some chorizo quesadillas with red onions and mozzarella cheese.
Nice.
Sounds terrible, right?
I'll stuff it right through that.
We don't have any Mexican cheese, but we really don't find Mexican things very often around here. So we just have to make do with what we have.
Alright, we have been lazy for long enough. It's time to go move to another anchorage.
It was a team effort, as I got the anchor up while Amy manned the helm. And after my fiasco trying to use the drone coming into the Bay of Islands, there was no way I was going to miss capturing us leaving.
Well, it took us 3 tries to try to find the perfect anchorage spot, but I think we did it. There aren't many of them here in this little bay. So, wouldn't call this our most successful day ever, especially because Flying Phoenix, she gave me a few bites, and that hurts. So now that we're anchored, I'm gonna go clean up.
The trouble happened when I was trying to catch Phoenix myself, using only one hand. Usually, we have Amy catch the drone when we're underway, but the winds were light, so I thought I could manage. Needless to say though, I won't be making that mistake again.
So we are in this absolutely gorgeous spot, but we had a little bit of debate about whether or not we were going to stay here much longer because the Oyster Rally was scheduled to arrive, and they're here. Okay, we see 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they are all oysters. I don't know where they're going. Looks like they're having a race of some sort. As long as they don't come in here, huh?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going out the pass or if they're just going around the island, the main island.
It'd be a weird spot for a race because can't really go through the Bay of Islands very quickly.
No, you can't.
And under sail. It would be
Wow.
suicidal.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's really tight corners. Well, that one's just now rolling his sail out. And that one doesn't have the sail out, so...
Yeah, as long as they don't come in here.
Yeah. Small anchorage, 1 boat, please. Thank you. 1 at a time, thank you. 1 at a time.
So we have been keeping a very close eye out on the Oyster Rally because we knew they were coming. We didn't really want to get in the middle of everyone, and apparently there's a really good reason why. How many targets are on AIS right now?
There's 22 AIS targets.
22?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And they are all clustered in the Bay of Islands right now, aren't they?
They are. I'm so glad we're not there anymore. It's a lot of people.
I don't even know how you could fit 22 in there.
So the village was telling us that they had a dinner feast last night for 100 people.
God.
Like, that's a lot of people, it's a lot of boats. We're glad to be tucked away around the corner.
Yeah.
No one is here. We've been seeing boats go by, but no one's invaded
Leaving
our
us
space.
alone.
With all those oysters on AIS, our curiosity got the best of us, and we had to take Phoenix up to get a closer look at just how crowded the Bay of Islands had become. Rather than move and face the crowds, we stayed put and got to work on some projects.
We are still here in No Name Bay, hiding out from the Oyster Rally still, which I'm totally fine with. It's a bit of a gray, rainy day, so it's project day, and we've got a fun one. So Amy's parents come to visit in a couple weeks. They're from Texas, they like their air conditioning, and of course, the aft cabin where they're going to stay, air conditioning just died. Which reminds me, this happened the last time they came, so Lisa and Bob, this may be the last time you guys get to visit. So, I have been doing a lot of testing, trying to figure out what could possibly be wrong. We've tested the control board, the relays. What's happening is the seawater pump is not turning on when the unit comes on. Now, this AC unit shares a pump with the forward AC unit. So the forward AC unit is turning on the pump, so I know the pump works. We've been slowly narrowing in on things, and unfortunately, I believe the compressor has given up for this air conditioning unit. There's no cruise air service dealers here in Fiji, so the closest one's going to be Australia, which means that my only option at this point is to swap out this air conditioning unit with another one. Fortunately, we do have 6 on the boat. I know, I can hear your eye roll from here. Wasn't my choice, came from the factory that way. So, we've got a spare. I'm gonna swap this out with another one. We'll see how it goes. Let's do it. The discharge and source hoses are successfully undone. And I need to get the hose for the condensate drain off. Then we can remove the control panel, undo the unit itself, let it out. Alright, step one done. Now we just have to go get the other one uninstalled and bring that over here. That part's not going to be on camera. Okay, that took a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to. The other one over that I was removing, a lot harder to get to and pull out. Finally was able to get everything, but of course the air conditioning units are set up slightly differently. So the drain for this one is on the other side, which I'm hoping I'll be able to rotate and just change the fan. But we're gonna have to give this a try and see how it goes. Of course, it took so long, lost pretty much all my daylight, so sorry for the light change. Boy, nothing is ever easy to get to. Okay, everything is hooked up. I think we're gonna go ahead and give this a try. It's working! We got water flow, got airflow, pump started up, compressor's working. Hell yeah! So for anyone who is watching that and thinks, hey, David actually kind of knows what he's doing, don't worry, I don't. I just created what I would call an in-boat waterfall effect. Unintentionally. So I came back over to the starboard side of the boat to test the AC pump that I had shut off and everything while I was transferring the ACs over. But I kind of forgot to, reattach the hoses to the new AC over here, or at least block them off. So water just came shooting out, and now got all the floorboards open, trying to dry everything out. God, I feel pretty dumb right now.
There is a common phrase that cruising is just fixing your boat in exotic locations. But when your exotic location is one of the most amazing spots in the world, the work doesn't seem all that bad.
Hey everyone, thanks for watching. Vanua Balavu is the most beautiful place we've ever been to, and we were so glad we were able to share it with you. We are at the Boatworks and we're about to get hauled out on Monday. Very exciting. We're flying around the country. We're going to Canberra, Adelaide, Melbourne, Hobart, Sydney, Ayers Rock, Alice Springs, Perth, and then we haven't decided yet where we're going to go after that. But we're going a lot of places and maybe we'll see you there. In the meantime, happy Valentine's Day guys, and thanks for watching.